So for our next question, we were told to find the magnitude and direction of each vector, and then we need to find the unit vector in the direction of the given vector. So I also solve just selected questions. So we can do one. We start with one. So one is the vector given is v is equal to this. That's our vector. So we're told to find the magnitude and direction. So the magnitude will be presented as that, which is equal to square root of negative 3 square plus 4 squared. So this gives us, this will be 9 plus 16, which is 25. Square root of 25 is 5. So this is our magnitude. So for the direction, we have a formula where we say alpha is equal to the tan inverse of b over a. So alpha here is our reference angle to help us find the theta, the direction that we need. So in this case, replacing, we'll have tan inverse of 4 over negative 3, which is just, since this is a modulus, which is just the positive, so tan inverse of tan inverse of 4 over 3. This is equal to, so we look for tan inverse of 4 over 3. So we just punch it directly in our calculator and we go for the nearest whole number. So tan inverse of 4 over 3 is 53. So this is our angle. So but this is not our final angle, this is our reference angle. So if you look at our vector, this vector is lying in which quadrant? So if we were to just plot something minor, we have the negative 3 there and the positive 4. So it's falling in the second quadrant. So our angle will be 180 minus 53. So our main angle, which is our direction, will be 180 minus our reference angle alpha, which is just 180 minus 53, which is 127. So our vector, magnitude of our vector is 5, and our direction is 127. So that's how you find the magnitude and also the direction. Then the other part of the question says find the unit vector in the direction of the given vector. So for us to find the unit vector, say let's give the unit vector as u. So the concept is that for you to get the unit vector u, you need to find the magnitude of v, this vector v, and you take the magnitude and divide it into the vector again. So remember, initially our vector v is this, negative 3, 4. This is our vector. So to find the unit vector, let me give a presentation of, if we say our unit vector is u, to get this vector we need to divide negative 3 over the magnitude of what we had found for v throughout. Then whatever we'll have is then what we'll call our unit vector. So we already found the magnitude of v as 5. So we'll replace. So that is, we'll have negative 3 over 5, comma 4 over 5. And this is our unit vector. Okay, let's do the other question. So we can pick this one, 3. So we're still doing the same question. We need to find the magnitude and direction of this vector, and we also find the unit vector. So a vector represented in this definition of it's a unit vector with unit vector I and j can just be represented. This is just the same as, because this is the x component and this is the y component. This is just the same as 2, negative 4. This is the same thing. So from here we find the magnitude of vector v. So it's the same procedure. So we'll have 2 squared plus negative 4 square. So this is, we'll have 4 plus 16. And this is the square root of 20. So we can break down 20 to, it's a multiplication of 4 and 5. So this will be 2 root 5. Okay, so this is our magnitude. The direction, using the same method, we use alpha, our reference angle, is equal to the tan inverse of negative 4 over 2. So 2 into 4, negative 4 will have negative 2. So we just take it as a positive. So that is just tan inverse of 2. The tan inverse of 2 is 63. So we pick the nearest whole number. So that's 63. So this 63 is our reference angle. So we look at where, in which quadrant is our diagram falling in. So we find that our x is positive and our y is negative. So it's in the third quadrant. So to get our direction theta, since it's in the third quadrant, we say 360 minus 63. And this is just 297. So this is our direction. So our vector magnitude is 2 root 5 and our direction is in the direction of 297. Then finding the unit vector, we said we need to divide the magnitude. So this magnitude must be divided into our vector. And what we'll have is the unit vector. So let's do it. So our unit vector u will be equal to, so we divide the magnitude into our vector. So our vector is 2, negative 4. So 2, we'll divide it by 2 root 5, negative 4 over 2 root 5. So this can be simplified. So the 2 can divide, and also 2 can go into, so that we have a negative 2 there. So our final solution will be 1 over root 5, 1 over, sorry, this is 2, we have a 2 there, we have 2 over root 5, okay, and this is our solution. So yes, this is our solution, but you can also rationalize the denominator to get rid of the surds, so that we just have surds on the numerator, but this is our solution. So that's how you will solve all the other questions here. You can work them out in the same way.